forlorn. Autumn morning's born, and the morning shines with the lights of love. We'll miss sunrise if you close your eyes. That would break my heart in two. Showed her how to lay her lily hand in mine. We've been a little agreed. She's a sight to see and a treasure for the poor to find. If I needed you, would you come to me? Would you come to me? My pain. If you needed me, I would come to you. I'd swim the seas for the Asia. Thanks, everyone. Thanks. Thanks, sir. Thanks, you guys. Here's a song called Mr. Mud and Mr. Gold. This is about playing 5-card stud poker. It's kind of poker over in the States. Here too, I guess. It's 1 card down and 5 cards, 4 cards up. Clubs awoke. It was to his queen he turned. His lips were laughing as they spoke. His eyes like bullets burned. The sun's upon a gambling day. His queen smiled low and blissfully. Let's make some wretched fool to pay. And plain it was she did agree. He sent his deuce down into diamond. His poured a heart and a straight a spade. 3 kings with their legions come, and preparations soon were made. The voted club the day's commander, give him an army face and number, all but the outlaw jack of diamonds and the aces in the sky. Well, he gave his sevens first instructions, speared me a game of stud, stakes unscarred by limitation between a man named Gold and a man named Mud. Flood filled Gold with greedy vapors till his long green eyes did glow. Mud was left with the sighs and trembles, watching his hard-earned money go. Blushes fell on Gold like water, tens that paired and paired again. But the aces only flew through heaven, and the diamond jack called no man friend. The diamond queen saw Mud's ordeal, began to think of her long-lost son, fell to her knees with a mother's mercy and prayed to the angels every one. The diamond queen, she prayed and prayed. The diamond angel filled Mud's hole. The wicked king of clubs himself fell face down in front of Gold. 3 kings come to club's command, but the angels from the sky did ride. 3 kings up on the streets of Gold, 3 fireballs on the muddy side. The club queen heard her husband's call. Lord, that queen of diamonds' joy, when the outlaw in the heavenly hall turned out to be her wandering boy. And Mud he checked and Gold bet all. Mud he raised and Gold did call, and a smile just melted off his face when Mud turned over that diamond ace. Here's what this story's told. You feel like Mud, you end up gold. Feel like lost, you'll end up found. So amigo, lay them razors down. Thank you, Rake. everyone. Well, here's a song I wrote up in the mountains in Colorado. It's called the Buckskin Stallion Blues. I always say about this song, it's half about a horse and half about a girl, and I still miss the horse. The girl didn't much like the idea of sharing a song with a horse anyway in the first place. I heard her sing in tongues of silver. I heard her cry on a summer storm. I loved her, but she did not know it, so don't think about her anymore. Now she's gone and I can't believe it. I don't think about her anymore. If 3 and 4 were 7 only, where would that leave 1 and 2? If love can be and still be lonely, where does that leave me and you? Time there was and time there will be, where does that leave me and you? Well, if I had a buckskin stallion, I'd tame him down and ride away. If I had a flying schooner, I'd sail into the light of day. If I had your love forever, sail into the light of day. Pretty songs and pretty places, places that I've never seen. Pretty songs and pretty faces, tell me what their laughter means. Some look like they'll cry forever, tell me what their laughter means. If I had a buckskin stallion, I'd tame him down and ride away. If I had a golden galleon, I'd sail into the light of day. If I had your love forever, sail into the light of day. Thank you, Mark. Thanks, everyone. Well, I still consider this kind of a new song because hadn't been recorded yet, but I wrote it. Just so happens right shortly before I was here last, and it's kind of a sad song about a sad situation. It's about the homeless of the land, which I think in America is a bigger problem than here, gets bigger every day. But it's called Marie. Well, I stood in line and left my name, took about 6 hours or so. But a man just grinned like it was all a game, said they'd let me know. Put in my time till the Pocono line shut down 2 years ago. I was living at the mission till I met Marie, and I can't stay there no more. Oh, fell across town, city looking for a man, moved some old cars around. Maybe me and Marie could find a burned out van, do a little settling down. Oh, and I'm just dreaming, I ain't got no ride, and the junkyard's a pretty good ways. That job's about a half-week old, besides, be gone now anyway. Well, unemployment woman says I got no more checks. They showed me to the hall. Oh, my brother died in Georgia some time ago. I got no one left to call. Well, summer wasn't bad below the bridge, a little short on food, that's all. Now I gotta get Marie some kind of coat. We're headed down into fall. I used to play the mouth harp pretty good. Used to hustle up a little dough. Oh, and I got drunk and I woke up rolled a couple of months ago. Well, they got my harp and they got my dollar, them low-life so-and-sos. Harps cost money and I ain't got it. It's my own fault, I suppose. Down, but the Chesapeake's running 2 freights every day. If it's just me, I'd be headed south, but Marie can't catch no train. Well, she got some pain and she thinks it's a baby. Says we gotta wait and see. In my heart I know it's a little boy. Hope it only end up like me. Still grinning, said he lost my file. I gotta stand in line again. I wanna kill him, but I just say no. I had enough of that line, my friend. I head back to the bridge, it's getting kinda cold. I'm feeling too low down to lie. I guess I'll just tell Marie the truth. Hope she don't break down and cry. Oh, Marie, she didn't wake up this morning. She didn't even try. She just rolled over and went to heaven. My little boy's safe inside. I laid him in the sun, wish somebody find him. Caught a Chesapeake on the fly. Oh, Marie, you'll know I'm headed south, so's to meet me by and by. Oh, Marie, you'll know I'm headed south, so's to meet me by and by.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Well, here's a song. This is a talking blues song in the tradition of Woody Guthrie, you know, the American folk singer. This is called the Talking Thunderbird Wine Blues. This is about the first time I ever had any Thunderbird wine, which was about 1968 till about 73 or 4. Anyway, I've heard that, by the way, that Thunderbird has made its lonely way over here to Britain. Well, I'm sure it's getting run out of the States, probably. It's like you make some low-quality regular wine and then put in, you know, some gasoline, about a cup of gasoline. That's a Thunderbird, right? Among the strangest things I ever heard, this friend of mine said, "Man, let's get some Thunderbird." I said, "What's that?" He just started to grin, slobbered on his shirt, and his eyes got dim. He says, "You got 59 cents?" I said, "Man, I got $1, but don't be a smart aleck. I ain't gonna spend it on no Indian relic." He said, "Thunderbird's not an Indian trinket. It's a wine, man. You take it home and drink it." I said, "It don't sound like wine to me." He said he'd bet me to change from my $1. we hustled on down the nearest U-totem. The guy wanted my ID. I whipped her out and showed him. He got a green bottle from the freezing vault. My friend started doing backward somersaults through the cottage cheese. We took it back to his house, started drinking, and pretty soon I set into thinking, man, this Thunderbird is yummy, 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 and I know it's doing good things to my tum, tum, tum. That's the way you reason when you're on that crap. Well, we got a few more bottles. We chugged them down. I pulled myself up off the ground. Decided I'd go see my dear sweet wife. She met me at the door with a carving knife. Said, get them damn grape peels from between your teeth. I see we're going to have a little misunderstanding. I said, dear, I better get in touch with you later. She said, forget it, man. You're never touching me again. So now I've seen the light and I've heard the word, and I'm staying away from that old Thunderbird. The message come from heaven, radiant and fine, and now all I drink's communion wine. 6 days a week. Well, here's a little, some of y'all might have heard this little true story. It's true, so it's all right. This is how I came to write the song Pancho and Lefty. I was playing one time in Dallas, Texas for 3 days, and so happened that on those same 3 days, Billy Graham and the Guru Maharaji were playing in Dallas. And Billy Graham drew like 550,000 young Christians, you know, from all over the world. And the Guru drew about 250, 300,000 young gurus, right? And I drew like 7 or 8 winos downtown, right? But because of all these Christians and gurus, there was nowhere for me and my friend Daniel I was traveling with to stay, and we had to go like 50 miles outside of Dallas to find the first room. And it's no TV, 0 TV, and the Coke machine was broken, and there was a big crack in the swimming pool, you know, and they had like green scum in the bottom, and there's nothing to do. And so the second day I sat down in a chair and I decided, well, I'm going to sit right here, and I'm not going to move until I write a song, any song. And Pancho and Lefty, about 3 hours later, I'm sitting there playing around with the guitar, and I felt like this song kind of drifted through the window, and I wrote it down, you know. Or I'd still be sitting there. It'd be a drag. But anyway, the story had a funny part to this story. Daniel was what they used to call a flower child, which is, y'all know, is step beyond a hippie even, you know. And he had hair down to about his elbows. And I wasn't a flower child, but I didn't look very, you know, you could tell I didn't go to the office every day or anything. And we're driving in on the third night. We're driving in this old broken down car we had, driving into the job, and Daniel's driving and he's swerving back and forth. And like he would never think of drinking, you know, flower child. But he was swerving to miss all these young Christians that were hitchhiking to see Billy Graham. They were like everywhere. The road was lined with them. They were like going downtown, and I was thinking, Daniel, please don't hit a young Christian. You know? But anyway, the Dallas cops see us swerving, pull us over. Here comes this guy to the window, and he's got mirror shades on, you know, a flat hat, one on, a great big guy, see about his knees, you can see from like here down, you know. And he looks in the window, and he says, I better see some ID, boys. So the only ID Daniel has is a Georgia driver's license that's expired, and hadn't been, you know, didn't expire last week, didn't expire on his birthday. It had been expired for like 12 years, expired. And the only ID that I had a record album with my name and my picture right there, you know. I mean, anybody can see that, you know. But anyway, so he says that he better see some ID. And Daniel hands him his expired Georgia driver's license. And boy, he's standing there scowling at it. And out of the blue, Daniel looks up through the window. He says, "Excuse me, sir, do you know Jesus?" Bow, and this cop hands him back his driver's license, says, "You boys be careful." Wow, yes, sir. So I've always figured that Billy Graham and the Guru Maharaji kind of co-wrote this song, you know. But, you know, I never heard anything from them, so. Living on the road, my friend, was gonna keep you free and clean. Now you wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. You weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye, sank into your dreams. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fast as polished steel, wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, on the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words. Oh, but that's the way it goes. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him hang around out of kindness, I suppose. Well, Lefty, he can't sing the blues all night long like he used to. Just that Pancho bit down south ended up in Lefty's mouth. The day they laid poor Pancho low, Lefty split for Ohio, where he got the bread to go. But ain't nobody knows. And all the federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him slip away out of kindness, I suppose. Poets tell how Pancho fell. Lefty's living in a cheap hotel. The desert's quiet and Cleveland's cold. So the story ends, we're told. Pancho needs your prayers, it's true. But save a few for Lefty too. He just did what he had to do. Oh, now he's growing old. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. A few great federales say they could have had him any day. They only let him go so wrong out of kindness, I suppose. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, everybody. This one is called Won't You Lend Your Lungs to Me. Won't you lend your lungs to me? Mine are collapsing. Plant my feet and bitterly breathe up the time that's passing. Breath I'll take and breath I'll give. Pray the dang poison and stand among the ones that live in lonely indecision. Fingers walk the darkness down. Mine is on the midnight. Gather up the gold you found, you fool, it's only moonlight. If you try to take it home, your hands will turn to butter, or you better leave this stream alone, try to find another. Salvation sat and crossed herself, called the devil partner. Wisdom burned upon a shelf, who'll kill the raging cancer. Seal the river at its mouth, take the water prisoner. Fill the sky with screams and cries, bathe in fiery answer. Jesus was an only son, and love his only concept. The strangers cry in foreign tongues and dirty up the doorstep. And I for one and you for two ain't got the time for outside. Just keep your injured looks to you. We'll tell the world that we tried. Thanks everyone. Let me play. Here's a pretty one called it's called To Live's to Fly. I won't say I love you, babe. Won't say I need you, babe. I'm gonna get you, babe, and I will not do you wrong. Living's mostly wasting time, and I waste my share of mine, but it never feels too good, so let's don't take too long. Well, you're soft as glass, and I'm a gentle man. We got the sky to talk about and the world to lie on. Well, days up and down they come, like rain on a conga drum. Forget most, remember some, oh, but don't turn none away. Everything is not enough, and nothing is too much to bear. Where you've been is good and gone, all you keep is to getting there. Well, to live's to fly, low and high. So shake the dust off of your wings and the sleep out of your eyes. It's goodbye to all my friends. It's time to go again. But here's to all the poetry and the picking down the line. I'll miss the system here. The bottom's low and the treble's clear, but it don't pay to think too much on things you leave behind. Well, I may be gone, but it won't be long. I'll be bringing back the melody and the rhythm that I find. We all got holes to fill. Them holes are all that's real. Some fall on you like a storm. Sometimes you dig your own. But choice is yours to make. And time is yours to take. Some dive into the sea. Some toil upon the stone. Well, to live's to fly, low and high. So shake the dust off of your wings and the sleep out of your eyes. I'll shake the dust off of your wings and the tears out of your eyes. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, guys. Thanks. Well, I lost a real good friend about a year back, a little over a year, named Blaze Foley, who was a blues singer from Texas, and I ended up with old Blaze's guitar, and I was sitting around playing it one time. It has cut strings and cut away. I was just playing stage by the bed, and I could pick it up real easy, you know, without no case or anything. And I was picking in his finger picking style, and made up these words that were about him, and it was on his guitar. So I figured, well, maybe I should call it Blaze's Blues. You know. Oh, here it is. Guitar all my own. I got a quarter for the telephone. I ain't headed down this highway all alone. 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4. Honey, I'm knocking on your door. Well, I know you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. I got no daddy, but I got a ma. I think she lives in Arkansas. I just might go and see her some old day. It ain't like she'd send the fare. It ain't like she'd even care. I might just blow on through there anyway. Down to Alabama, cause some trouble if I can. Oh, buddy, would you like to come along? It's a place I've never been. Do you know I could use a friend? And they say they'll give me $50 a song. Got a guitar all my own. I got a quarter for the telephone. I ain't headed down this highway all alone. 1, 2, 3, and maybe 4. Honey, they're knocking on my door. Well, I know you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Okay, buddy. Thanks, you guys. Thanks. Here's this is a blues song I learned from Lightning Hopkins, old late blues player from Texas, Houston, Texas. I kind of got to know him. I figure I met him about 15 times, and he almost remembered my name. And so, but I saw him play a lot, and I played a couple times open for him, and he always made up songs, made up the words on the spot, so he wouldn't have to be bothered by remembering any. So, and if he could get away with it, he'd have a guitar waiting for him, so he wouldn't have to carry one. But anyway, I heard him make up a lot of songs, right? And this one's a strange one called "The Short-Haired Woman Blues." Hard-looking trouble, man. Have you buying rats all the time? I took my woman to the hairdresser. It's what the hairdresser said. I can't help your woman's hair, man. Well, maybe I can help her head. I told him no. Man, her hair ain't no longer mine. Nothing but hard luck and trouble, man. Have you buying rats all the time? I went to make a swing out with my woman. You know, I took her by the arm. I wanted to make my swing out, and a rat jump on my head like one from a burning barn. I told her no. Baby, her hair ain't no longer mine. Nothing but hard luck and trouble, man. Have you buying rats all the time? Thanks, everybody. I'll play this one. I'll play this one here real quick, just because I kind of sometimes play it with that one. I play this one for academic reasons because you probably won't hear it anywhere else. I learned it from a Elvis movie called Girls, Girls, Girls. It's called the Shrimp Song. Well, I saw 3 shrimp in the water. 2 were old and gray. I swam a little bit closer and I heard the 3rd one say, "Goodbye, Mommy Shrimp. Papa, shake my hand. Here comes a shrimp boat for to take me Louisiana." It gets much worse now. Well, he showed his mama and papa the shrimp newspaper he'd read, with an advertisement which to all the young shrimp said, "Free ride New Orleans, stay in Grand Hotel, meet Creole gal to help you to come out of your shell." And his poor mama and papa, well, they ain't heard from him yet. Last time he saw his smiling face was when he jumped into the net. "Goodbye, Mommy Shrimp. Papa, shake my hand. Here comes a shrimp boat for to take me Louisiana. Here comes a shrimp boat for to take me Louisiana." Thank you, guys. Well, I'll play a couple more here, and then the plan is to take a short break, like 15 minutes, and then I'll come back and play till 11 or so. This is the most tasteless song I've ever written. It's called the Talking Karate Blues, and I got to play it one time for the entire Japanese delegation to the UN in New York, and they were there, so I played it. Of course, I played it, and they had one. There was about 10 of them, and one of them was the interpreter. So they were right back there where I could see them, and I would play like, "Well, da 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 da," and the guy would go, and they would all laugh, right? And they kept going, "Da da 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 da." So I guess it's okay, Well, I ain't very big for 41. Seems like I never could have any good, clean fun. Every time I go outside, some big old bully'd come along. He'd hit me in the face and knock me to the ground and start to kicking me all around. That ain't exactly fair, friends. That's wrong. So I got me a paper the other night, and I crawled up on the sofa, and I turned on the light, and I flipped through the pages till I found the classified ads. Said, "Take karate from Lee Hung Chow, man. Make your first appointment now. This course is guaranteed to make you bad." Well, the next day I drove to the address, and by the Japanese design I was real impressed. It looked like a regular house of the rising sun. I walked inside, I was all alone. I had a funny feeling down in my bones. I was kind of sorry I'd ever even come. And a giant Jap walks through the door. I swear that mother was 7'4", and he looked like he was prone to easy aggravation. He says, "Lee Hung Chow, I Ki Dung." That's Japanese for fee, fi, fo, fum. I tried to explain my entire situation. He says, "Number 1 course, Yankee, self-defense, $200.25. I said, "What's the 25 cents for?" And he says, "Repairs." I said, "Repairs to what?" And he said, "To you." And I thought, oh man, this will never do. I felt about a half-inch tall underneath that slanted stare. You think he was yelling? said, I believe I better go try another place. He said, I so Yankee don't like my race. I said, now there's a mistake, man, and that's true. I've been for you Japanese all along. You Japanese can't do no wrong. I thought you got a pretty dirty deal in World War II. Well, he grabbed me by the hand and he gave a heave. I figured that's a pretty good time to leave before he had a chance to do me any definite harm. Well, my plan worked out in the end, you see. Now no bully's gonna pick on me. Who's gonna hit a fellow with just one arm? Okay, everyone. I'll play this song and then take a break. I'll be right back. Well, this one's called Snowing on Raton. Raton is a mountain pass over in the States between Colorado and New Mexico, and it so happens the highest part of the pass is the state line. It's the closest, shortest direction between Texas and Colorado. So I turn my note. This is called Snowing on Raton. When the wind don't blow in Amarillo, and the moon along the Gunnison don't rise, shall I cast my dreams upon your love, babe? Lie beneath the laughter of your eyes. The snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Oh, mother thinks the road is long and lonely. Little brother thinks the road is straight and fine. Oh, darling thinks the road is soft and lovely. And I'm thankful that old road's a friend of mine. Snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Oh, bid the years goodbye, you cannot still them. Well, you cannot turn the circles of the sun. Or you cannot count the miles until you feel them. You cannot hold a lover that has gone. Snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Well, tomorrow the mountains will be sleeping, silent 'neath a blanket green and blue. Oh, but I shall hear the silence they are keeping, and I'll bring all their promises to you. Snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Oh, snowing on Raton. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Come morning, I'll be through them hills and gone. Thanks, you guys. That was a pleasure. Thanks. I'll be back in about 15 minutes. Y'all hang out. Well, the barroom girl, wears them sevens on her sleeve, dances like a diamond shine, tells me lies I love to believe. Her age is always 22, her laughing eyes are hazel. She spends my money like waterfalls, loves me like I want her to. Well, Loretta, won't you say to me, darling, put your guitar on, have a little shot of booze, play a Lulu and Waitin song. My guitar rings a melody, my guitar sings Loretta's fine. Long and lazy, blonde and free, I can have her anytime. The sweetest at the break of day, prettiest in the setting sun. She don't cry when I can't stay, at least not till she's all alone. Loretta, I won't be gone long, keep your dancing slippers on. Keep me on your mind a while, I'm coming home, I'm coming home. She's my barroom girl, wears them sevens on her sleeve, dances like a diamond shines, tells me lies I love to believe. Her age is always 22, her laughing eyes are hazel hue. Spends my money like waterfalls, loves me like I want her to, like I want her to. Here's one called Don't Take It Too Bad. This is a pretty song. Well, don't you take it too bad. If you're feeling unfeeling, if you're feeling unloving, if you're feeling alone, won't you take it too bad? 'Cause it ain't you to blame, babe, or some kind of game made. Got all of this living that we got left to do. And if you go searching for rhyme or for reason, well, you won't have the time that it takes just for talking about the places you've been, babe, about the faces you've seen, babe, on how soft the time flies past your window at night. just can't have that girl. It's a hard, lonesome, cold world, and a man needs a woman ought to stand by his side and whisper sweet words in his ears about daydreams and roses and playthings and the sweetness of springtime and the sound of the rain. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, guys. Well, here's one called Rake. I used to wake with the moon and live like a rake and a young man. I used to wake and run with the moon. I lived like a rake and a young man. I covered my lovers with flowers and wounds. My laughter the devil would frighten. The sun she would come and beat me back down, but every cruel day had its nightfall. I'd welcome the stars with wine and guitars, full of fire and forgetful. My body was sharp and the dark air clean. Outrage my joyful companion, whispering women, how sweet did they sing, waiting for me to command them. The time was like water, but I was the sea. I'd have never noticed it passing, except for the turning of night into day, and the turning of day into cursing. Well, you look at me now and don't think I don't know what all your eyes were saying. 'Cause you want us to believe these ravings and lies, they're just tricks and his brain's been a play. A lover of women, why can hardly stand. He trembles, he's bent and he's broken. I've fallen, it's true, let's say unto you, hold your tongues until after I've spoken. Well, I was taking my pride in the pleasures I'd known. I laughed and thought I'd be forgiven, but my laughter turned around, eyes blazing, and said, my friend, we're a hold in a wedding. I buried my face, but it spoke once again, the night to the day we're abandoned. And now the dark air's like fire on my skin, and even the moonlight is blind. Now the dark air's like fire on my skin. Thanks, everyone. Here's one, thank you guys. Here's one kind of a sister song to that one. my lover comes to me with a rose on her bosom, and the moon's dancing purple all through her black hair. And her ladies in waiting shall stand beneath my window, and the sun will rise soon on the false and the fair. Sing it to Loretta. She tells me she comes from my mother the mountain, and her skin fits her tightly and her lips do not lie. She silently slips from her throat a medallion. Slowly she twirls it in front of my eyes. Sing it to Loretta. Well, I watch her, I love her, and I long for to touch her. The satin she's wearing is shimmering blue. Outside my window, her ladies lie sleeping. My dogs are gone hunting, they're howling through. Sing it to Loretta. Well, I reach for a hand, and her eyes turn to poison, and her hair turns to splinters, and her flesh turns to brine. And she leaps across the room, she stands in the window, and screams that my firstborn will surely be blind. Sing it, but she throws herself out to the black of the nightfall. She's parted her lips, but she makes not a sound. And I fly down the stairway and run to the garden. No trace of my true love is there to be found. Sing it. Well, you walk these hills lightly and watch who you're loving. By Mother the Mountain, I swear that's true. Oh, and love not a woman with hair black as midnight, and a dress made of satin all shimmering blue. Sing it to Loretta. Thank you, guys. We'll play this one here. This is a sister to those also. In a minute here, after a couple more of these sisters, will switch into something. Here's this guy. Pitiful knee-walking drunk. He staggers out of the bar, bumps right into a giant cop. The policeman looks down at him. He says, "Buddy, what do you think you're doing?" And the guy says, "Officer, I'm glad I found you." And the cop's, "Oh, great." He says, "What do you want?" He says, "Somebody stole my car." And the cop says, "Well, where was your car?" He says, "It was right on the end of this key." And so the policeman says, "Well, I got an idea. Why don't you get in my car, and we'll go downtown, and all the nice people will help you find your car." The guy says, "Oh, thanks, officer. Thanks. That means a lot to me. That's what I want to do. Thanks." So get in the car. He starts to get in, and the policeman stops him. He says, "Look, buddy, before we go downtown, you think maybe you ought to zip up your fly?" He looks down there. "Man, they got my girl, too." Well, this song here is called Nothin. And I always say about this song, if you really understand and like this song, I think the first thing in the morning, you should go seek some professional help. Hey mama, when you leave, don't leave a thing behind. I don't want nothing, I can't use nothing. Take care into the hall. If you see my friends, tell them I'm fine, not using nothing. Almost burned out my eyes, threw my ears down to the floor. I didn't see nothing, I didn't hear nothing. I stood there like a block of stone, knowing all I had to know and nothing more. Man, that's nothing. Brothers, our troubles are locked in each other's arms. You better pray they never find you. Your back ain't strong enough for burdens double fold. They'd crush you down into nothing. Temptation, sorrow and solitude, these are the precious things and the only words that are worth remembering. Oh, hey mama, when you leave, don't leave a thing behind. I don't want nothing, I can't use nothing. Take care into the hall, and if you see my friends, you tell them I'm fine, not using nothing. Thanks, everybody. Here's a nice song. If I had no place to fall, and I needed to, could I count on you, or to lay me down. Well, I'd never tell you no lies. I don't believe spin me round. Ain't much of ever blue. I'm sure wanting you. The sky's full of silver and gold. Try to hide the sun, but it can't be done. At least not for long. If we help each other grow while the light of day smiles down our way, oh, we can't go wrong. Time, she's a fast old train. She's here and she's gone, and she won't come again. Won't you take my hand? Well, if I had no place to fall, and I needed to, could I count on you, or to lay me down? I think all the songs I ever wrote, this is the only one my mother couldn't stand. It's called the Dollar Bill Blues. Yes, I believe surely will. Go to town and drink my fill early in the morning. Little darling, she's a red-haired thing, man, she makes my legs to sing. Wanna buy a diamond ring early in the morning. Was a golden girl, I slit her throat just to get her pearls. Cast myself into a whirl before a bunch of swine. There's a long way down the Harlan Road, busted back in a heavy load. Won't get through to save myself early in the morning. Been a gambling man, rolling bones with either hand. Living is the promised land, early in the morning. Always keep me when I in bed, tell me where to lay my head. Not with me is all she said, early in the morning. Yes, I believe I surely will. Go to town and drink my fill early in the morning. Thank you, brother. Thank you, guys. Well, this song comes about by me and my old buddy, Guy Clark, were driving out of the San Gabriel Mountains, which are north of Los Angeles. And I remember there was was a line, straight line. Above it was bright, beautiful blue, and below it was real dark, ugly brown. And we're driving down into it. And these guys driving his old VW bus. And hey, guy, you realize we're doing this of our own free will? He says, yeah, I know what you mean. We're cruising down in there. I'm sitting there looking out the windshield, which is about, in a VW bus, is that far away from your face. And way up in the sky, there's a red-tailed hawk, and he's carrying a snake. And you don't see that very often. He's like flying along. Wow, I was watching it. And something happened, and the snake dropped, and it dropped like, 400 feet. Boom, and sticks. And my windshield wiper was like right there. It's a snake, right? And I said, hey, guy, did you see that? And he's driving along like this, Did you see that? And he says, yeah. Pretty far out, huh? Yeah. So we're going down into L.A. and something happens, and he had rebuilt this VW Volkswagen engine like the previous week, and he'd rebuilt it like 2 or 3 times. I never got along with anything where the engine's behind me. But anyway, he loved his Volkswagen. And all of a sudden, something happens and it stops, right? And we're like, boy, he's just like, right? And we like over to the side of the road, coasting, come to a stop. I'm like sitting there real quiet. It's a good time not come between guy and his VW, right? So he gets out of the car and he slams the door, boy, gets out. Slams his door and stalks around to the back, and I hear this noise back there. I'm sitting there, comes back around the front, jerks the snake out of my windshield wiper, disappears around the back. It's about 3-4 minutes. I hear it slam the trunk, the hood, I guess, slam shut. He comes back in, gets in the car, starts. I'm like sitting there, and we went about 2.5 miles, 2 miles. There's a gas station. He pulls in, turns it off, gets out, starts to slam the door again. And at that point, I said, hold on, man. Hold back, Buck. What just happened? What's going on? And he showed me we had broken a fan belt, and he had taken that snake and tied it around the flywheel, right? And we made it like 2.5 miles. Right. And in the interim, I was like, while I was being so quiet, I wrote this song. I had to have something to do. I didn't want to say nothing to Guy, right? I figure, I always say, if you believe that story, you might like this song. Well, this man down at the used car lot tried to sell me 4 wheels in the trunk. I said, man, there ain't no engine. He said, engine's just a bunch of junk. You don't need no engine to go downhill. I can plainly see that's the direction you're headed in. And he handed me the key. I said, no, Lee, you can't sell that stuff to me. Oh, no, Lee, we're headed back to Tennessee. Well, I went to a doctor of the highest order. He said I couldn't have a drink for a year. 1 glass of wine on my birthday, if my birthday wasn't too very near. Well, he must have put me in a state of shock, because I made it for about 2 weeks. And he sent me a bill, knocked me flat off the wagon and back down on my feet. But it's no deal, can't sell that stuff to me. Oh, no, dear, I'm headed back to Tennessee. Well, when true love knocked upon my door, I was barely turned 16. I was a little bit nervous, you know just what I mean. I'd heard somewhere that true love conquers all, and I figured that was that. I started having dreams about being chased out of town wearing nothing but my cowboy hat. This Well, I come through this life a stumbler, friends, and I expect to die that way. It could be 20 years from now, it could be most any day. But if there ain't no whiskey and women, Lord, up behind them heavenly doors, I'm gonna take my chances down below. I bet you can be sure. Well, it's no deal, you can't sell that stuff to me. No deal, I'm headed back to Tennessee. Well, it's no deal, you can't sell that stuff to me. Oh, no deal, I'm headed back to Tennessee. Thanks, everybody. Well, here's a blues song I wrote called "I Ain't Leaving Your Love, Babe." Mr. Gator, he's a sliding down the byway. Mr. Buzzard, he's a gliding through the air. Mr. Turtle, he's a hitting the highway. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't leaving your love. Ain't leaving your love, baby. I'll be heaven above, baby. I ain't leaving your love. Well, the rich man got him an airplane, cruising through the traffic. The poor man got him a Chevrolet. Staying right where I am, I ain't leaving your love. Ain't leaving your love, babe. I'll be heaven above, babe. I ain't leaving your love. There in the Hannibal, he was a mountain man. Cleopatra did her dancing down the Nile. Made it all the way to get here. I'm staying right here a while. I ain't leaving your love. Ain't leaving your love, baby. Not for heaven above, baby. I ain't leaving your love. Mr. Gator, he's a sliding in a bow. Mr. Buzzard, he's a gliding through the air. Mr. Turtle, he's a hitting the highway. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't leaving your love. Ain't leaving your love, baby. I'll be heaven above, baby. I ain't leaving your love. I ain't leaving your love. Ain't leaving your love, baby. I'll be heaven above, baby. I ain't leaving your love. I ain't leaving your love. I'll be heaven above, baby. I ain't leaving your love. Thanks, guys. Phil, this is a pretty song. I haven't played it for a while. Why does she sing her sad songs for me? I'm not the one to tenderly bring her soft sympathy. I've just begun to see my way clear. It's plain if I stop, I will fall. I can lay down a tear, her pain just a tear, and that's all. What does she want me to do? She says that she knows the moments are rare, and I suppose that it's true. Then on she goes to say I don't care, and she knows has to sing for the sake of the song. Who do I think that I am to decide that she's wrong? Like to think I was cruel, but she knows that's a lie, for I would be no more than a tool if I allowed her to cry all over me. All my sorrow is real, even though I can't change my plans. If she could see how I feel, and I know she'd understand. Or does she actually think I'm to blame? Does she really believe that some word of mine could relieve all her pain? Can't she see that she grieves just because she's been blindly deceived by her shame? Oh, but maybe she just has to sing for the sake of the song. Who do I think that I am to decide that she's wrong? Nothing's what it seems. Maybe she'll start someday to realize if she abandons her dreams, and all the words she can say are only lies. Oh, when will she see that the gain is only to lose? All that she offers me, her chains, and I got to refuse. But it's only to herself that she's lied. She likes to pretend there's something that she should defend with her pride. And I don't intend to stand and be the friend from whom she must hide. Oh, but maybe she just has to sing for the sake of the song. Who do I think that I am to decide that she's wrong? Oh, maybe she just has to sing for the sake of the song. Thanks, everybody. It's plain to see the sun won't shine today. I ain't in the mood for sunshine anyway. Maybe I'll go insane. I got to stop the pain. Maybe I'll go down and see Kathleen. The swallow comes and tells me of her dreams. She says she'd like to know just what they mean. I feel like I could die as I watch her flying by. Ride the north wind down to see Kathleen. Stars hang high above the ocean's roar. The moon has come to lead me to her door. There's crystal across the sand, and the waves, they take my hand. Soon I'm gonna see my sweet Kathleen. Soon I'm gonna see my sweet Kathleen. Well, sometimes I don't know where this dirty road is taking me. Sometimes I can't even see the reason why. I guess I'll keep a gambling, lots of booze and lots of rambling. Man, it's easier than just a waiting around to die. One time, friends, I had 'em all, even had a paw. He beat her with a belt once 'cause she cried. She told him to take care of me, headed down to Tennessee. Oh, it's easier than just a waiting around. I come in age and I found a girl in a Tuscaloosa bar, and she cleaned me out and hit it on the slide. I tried to kill the pain, I bought some wine and hopped a train. It's easier than just a waiting around. Said he knew where some easy money was. Last, he don't drink or steal or cheat or lie. His name's Codeine, and he's the nicest thing I've seen. And together we're gonna wait around. All together we're gonna wait around. The name she gave was Caroline, the daughter of a miner, and her ways were free, and it seemed to be. The sunshine walked beside her. Oh, she come from Spencer, across the hill. She said her pa had sent her, 'cause the cold was low, and soon the snow would turn the skies to winter. She said she'd come to look for work. She was not seeking favors for a dime a day and a place to stay. She turned those hands to labor. The times were hard and her jobs were few. All through Tecumseh Valley, but she asked around and a job she found, tending bar for Gypsy Sally. While she saved enough to get back home, the spring replaced the winter, but her dreams were denied. Her pa had died. Ought a word come down for Spencer. Well, she turned to whoring out on the streets, with all the lust inside her. And it was many a man returned again to lay himself beside her. Well, they found her down beneath the stairs. It led to Gypsy Sally's. In her hand when she died was a note that cried, "Fare thee well, Tecumseh Valley." The name she gave was Caroline, the daughter of a miner, and her ways were free, and it seemed to me the sunshine walked beside her. Thanks, y'all. Thanks. This here's my wife's favorite song. I ain't gonna sing the lonesome tune. Oh, babe, I'ma come in soon. I cannot believe I stayed so long away. But a man must look around. You're the sweetest thing I've found. Your lost tire rollers rolling home today. Well, my daddy said to me, son, as hard as you will see, to find someone upon whom to rely. In the kitchen, mama sneezed, and a grin big as you please, said bless you, and a tear come to his eye. Decide that very day that I'd like to live that way. Oh, and now I know I've just been wasting time. It's with you that I should be. If you feel the same about me, I'm headed home along the straightest line. I ain't gonna sing the just look around. You're the sweetest thing I've found. Well, your lost tire road was rolling home today. Here's one called Flying Shoes. I wrote this sitting down on the banks of this. I used to live on this in this shack on this river, Tennessee, and I went down there a bunch of times. Had a little place where I'd sit. You know, I wrote a couple songs down there. This is one of them. It's called Flying Shoes. Days full of rain, sky's coming down again. Man, I get so tired of these same old blues, same old song. Oh baby, it won't be long, I'll be tying on my flying shoes, flying shoes. I'll be tying on my flying shoes. Spring only sighed, the summer had to be satisfied. Fall is a feeling that I just can't lose. I'd like to stay, maybe watch a winter day, turn the green water to white and blue. Flying shoes, flying shoes. Turn the green water to white and blue. Sets too soon. Being alone is all the hills can do. Alone and then her silver sails again, and I will follow in my flying shoes, flying shoes. I will follow in my flying shoes. Days full of rain, sky's coming down again. Man, I get so tired of these same old blues, same old song. Oh baby, it won't be long, I'll be tying on my flying shoes, flying shoes. I'll be tying on my flying shoes. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I'll play this other song here that I wrote sitting in that in that same spot by that same river. This one's called the Catfish Song. We're down at the bottom of that dirty old river, down where the reeds and the catfish play. There lies a dream as soft as the water. There lies a bluebird that's flown away. Well, to me it is like springtime, and to love is like the summer. Her brown eyes shone for nobody but me. In autumn forever the fool come a-falling, and the rain turned to freezing inside of me. Well, I kindle my fires with the words I can't send you, the roads I can't follow, and the songs I can't sing. I wander alone on the sleigh bells of winter, with the stars for a diamond and a world for a ring. All you young ladies who dream of tomorrow, while you're listening these words will I say, cling to today with its joy and its sorrow. You'll need all your memories when youth melts away. The angel of springtime, he rides down the south wind. The angel of summer, he does just the same. The angel of autumn, she's blue and she's golden. The angel of winter won't remember your name. Down at the bottom of that dirty old river, down where the reeds and the catfish play, there lies a dream as soft as the water. There lies a bluebird that's flown away. There lies a bluebird that's flown. Thank you, Garth. Thanks, everybody. The old lady finally caught me sneaking around her cave. Her hair looked just like barbed wire, boys, and her smile just like her grave. She asked me could I stay a while. I said I believe I better go. She slid her arm around my neck and she sweetly whispered no. Cold and dark and lonely here, soon enough you'll see. I'm I'm oh so glad you stumbled in. I've been craving company. I cannot stay too long. You know I left some friends at home. Well, don't you fret about your friends. Down here we're all alone. Well, what about my mother? I can't just leave her there to mourn. You don't have to think about her. Just forget you're ever born. But I'll disappoint my father. You know he works so hard for me. You have to pay your father back to send him some misery. But I'll miss, I said, a girl I know. I can't just leave her there to pine. Oh, she's still got plenty of men to go. I'm sure she'll do just fine. But what about my little boy? And he said he's just like you. Let a few short years roll by, he'll end up down here. Eyes began to glow and she placed her hand on mine. She smiled and said, don't worry, you'll get used to me in time. As her cold tongue flickered toward my throat, I spun myself around. I made a dive for the passageway, but the walls come tumbling down. Our eyes were the only light my fevered brain could see. But I tore myself away from them and I fell down to my knees. I come too far, I can't get back. I beseeched all the gods of men. Fame and fortune just laughed at me, and in silence once again. A whisper deep within, embrace the God of love. And I lifted my face, and through the tears I saw light fall from above. I hurled myself into the wall, I ripped and clawed my way through the stinking, clinging loam, back to the light of day. Crawled out into the wind again with the sky upon my face. I heard the earth sigh patiently as it slid back into place. Now I'm back among the ones I love, and I'm loved by them in turn. And it's only on the darkest night that green-eyed memory burns. Walk, my friends, in the light of day. Don't go sneaking around no holes. There just might be something down there wants to gobble up your soul. Thank you, guys. Well, if that's a fun little ditty, huh? Well, I guess I've got time for a couple more here. This first one I haven't played for a while. It's called None But the Rain. Remember, time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. Had our day, but now it's over. We had our song, but now it's sung. We had our stroll through summer's clover. The summer's gone now, our walking's done. So tell me gently, who'll be your lover? Who'll be your lover after I'm gone? Will it be the moon that hears you sighing? Will it be the willow that hears your lonesome song? Will it be the rain that clings to your bosom? Will it be the sunshine that dries your golden hair? Will it be the wind that warns of my returning? Will a rose be in your arms when I find you waiting there? None but the rain shall cling to my bosom. None but the moon shall hear my lonesome sigh. None but the wind shall warn of your returning. Fare thee well, my love, goodbye. Thanks, everyone. So I'll do this, and I forgot about this. This is a new one since I've been here, so play this. It's kind of in that same. This is a love song. This is about when you wake up in the morning. That applause for waking up in the morning? I don't know. It amazes me kind of every time I wake up. Anyway, this song's about when you wake up in the morning and your loved one, your wife, whoever is still asleep. This is about that time of day. Dreams that have flown down the hall, and screams that were sown on despair. Summer's turned fall, they don't matter at all when I wake and find you lying there. Sweet silence and soft auburn hair. All the blues gonna dance through the sky. And time's gonna roll soft as rain. Sigh after sigh's gonna pass by and by when I gaze into your brown eyes again. Our love is gonna fly on the wind. And all the things I've seen and the places that I've been, they don't mean a thing since I found you. All that matters now is the one you love somehow. These plans that I keep making not to lose you. So sleep, babe, till the moon slips away. I'm hoping all your dreaming comes true. And when you rise with the day, I might not have too much to say, but you know that doesn't mean that I don't love you. Or you know that doesn't mean that I don't love you. All the things I've seen and the places that I've been, it don't mean a thing since I found you. All that matters now, since I won your love somehow, are these plans that I keep making not to lose you. All dreams that have flown down the hall, screams that were sown on despair. Summers turn fall, they don't matter at all when I wake and find you lying there. Sweet silence and soft auburn hair. Sweet silence and soft auburn hair. Thanks, everybody. Listening to them big trucks whine. I'm headed out on the highway, listening to them big trucks whine. White Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? Well, New Mexico ain't bad, Lord, people that ain't treat you kind. Yeah, New Mexico ain't bad, Lord, and the people that they treat you kind. Oh, white Freightliner, wanna haul away my mind. If you see Miss Caroline, tell her that I'm doing fine. If you see Miss Caroline, tell her that I'm doing fine. The white Freightliner wanna haul away my mind. It's bad news from Houston, half my friends are dying. Well, it's bad news from Houston, half my friends are dying. White Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? Well, Lord, I'm gonna ramble till I get back to where I came. Well, Lord, I'm gonna ramble till I get back to where I came. The white Freightliner gonna haul away my brain. Headed out on the highway, listen to them big trucks whine. Headed Listen to them big trucks whine. White Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? White Freightliner, won't you steal away my mind? Thank you, Jack. Thanks very much. That was a pleasure indeed. Thanks, everybody. Thanks. I just thought of another one that. This is a weird one. I'll play a couple more. This is a very weird one, and the reason I thought of it was I started writing it kind of shortly after I left here last time at the Labor Club in Stockport. Here's a funny little story. I was playing the Labor Club, and they have a little room they use for a dressing room, and then there's kind of the bar room, and then there's a music room. And the guy was fixing to announce me, and he had a bunch of other announcements, and there was a bunch of folks in that room. And I walked across this room, and there were about 3 or 4 older guys that belonged to the Labor Club, and they were standing there. And I'd kind of been talking to them earlier. So I walked over by the door of the music room with my guitar on, kind of waiting, and they were kind of walked over, and we were kind of chatting, and I'd kind of look around, make sure I wasn't being introduced or anything. And we were talking, and right here was a machine that looked like a slot machine. Right, y'all know them, I'm sure. And it says 10 pence, and there's this little light there, that says gamble. And I asked these guys, you mean if I put 10 pence in there, there's a chance that money will come out in that tray, real money that I can spend? And they said, oh, you don't want to do that. It never pays off. I said, yeah, I don't care about that, but if it did pay off, would real money come out? And they said, well, this is the Labor Club, so yeah, it would, 'cause, you know what I mean? So I said, okay, well, 10 pence. And I took out a dime and I put it in there, and when I put it in there, the little sign started flashing red, gamble, gamble, gamble. I always remember that. So I hit this little button, and I'm listening, for the guy announcing me, and it comes up strawberry, orange, something. And the 3 old guys were coming. We told you, man, we told you. It's only a dime, So I get out another one, and I listen. I still got a minute. Put it in there and gamble, gamble. I hit it. It comes like I'm watching strawberry, strawberry, strawberry. And all this money starts falling out. And in the meantime, the guy has announced me, and all the people are applauding, right? And I'm standing there with got finger picks on. And I'm standing there, and these old guys are just freaking out, right? And it came to about like 20 pounds or something, 18 pounds. I said, hey, man, put that in my pocket, all right? Put that in my pocket. One of these guys are scooping up, putting it in my pocket, and the people are applauding. And so, okay, here we go. Okay, thanks, you guys. Thanks. Tell that machine not to leave. I'll be right back. But anyway, I wrote that. I started the first couple lines of this song, and I ended up finishing it on the train through Europe, because I was by myself for a long time, and on a Eurail pass means I have first class, and since I smoke cigarettes, I have first class smoking, and I was almost always in the big Agatha Christie compartment by myself. I remember sitting there, and the Alps are going by, and I got to where I'd look out there, and I'd think, oh, great, another Alp. That's pretty jaded, you know what I mean? So anyway, I didn't have much to do except for finish this, see if I could make this rhyme all the way through and make some sort of sense, and it rhymes all the way through at least. Well, Billy went down to the battleground, find a little trinket he could call his own. He didn't see nothing just laying around, so he decided he'd dig a while. Well, he dug it up and he dug it down. Before too long he found some bones. Oh, poor little Billy couldn't make a sound when the bones sat up and smiled. Oh, Billy, you seem like a fine young man, no reason to be a trembling so. Come over here and shake my hand, make my pleased acquaintance. Oh, Billy, he was stunned, he could hardly stand. Whether he could move, he didn't know. He knew he better formulate some kind of plan or try the bone man's patience. Well, the first thing he wanted to do was breathe, so he gulped him some of that battleground air. Next thing he wanted to do was leave, but old Billy wasn't raised up rude. Well, the bone man grunted and he gave a heave, and all of a sudden he was looming there, shaking off dirt and acting pleased. Man, things didn't look too good. But old Billy, he decided, what the hell, you don't meet a bone man every day. A little bit skinny, but you never can tell. Might be a pretty good guy. Well, he started in with the old soft cell, for too long he's jawing away. And by the time the darkness fell, they was seeing socket eye. They decided right then on a life of crime, with a bone man's looks and Billy's brains. They could scare old Scrooge out of his last dime. Might as well have a go. Old Billy, he'd pick the place and time, from the corner store to the railroad trains. Old Boney, he'd flash him a smile sublime, and Billy grabbed their dough. Well, they decided they might as well start right then. Time's a wasting, so they say. They headed to the park where the lights are dim, and only the foolish tread. He was whistling a tune when they spotted him, strolling along so plump and gay. Old Boney gave him a great big grin. Billy grabbed his bread. Well, next come a lady of the night. Boney saddled up and said hello. He gave the poor thing such a terrible fright, she fainted dead away. Old Billy got her purse and her earrings bright, her diamond ring and watch, you know. He couldn't figure out, try as he might, why it ever worked anyway. Billy's plan ended up in ruins, though. They're working a quaint little neighborhood. Spied an old lady about 80 or so. It seemed almost too easy. Well, Boney put on a terrific show, but the little old lady didn't see too good. My kind sir, you're all bones, you know. You need something hot and greasy. She grabbed old Boney and she drug him inside. Billy peeked in through the windowsill. She fed him boiled and baked and fried. Old Boney, he's chewing like crazy. He gobbled up everything he tried. The pounds added on like you know they will. Old Billy sat down in the dirt and cried, watching Boney get fat and lazy. So old Billy's back working his job by day. Sleeping nights ain't so bad. He never liked stealing anyway. He kind of gives a guy the willies. Well, Boney and Ma got a new cafe, the best baked beans you ever had. Old Ma's expecting any day, and they say they're gonna name him Billy. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, guys. I'll play one more here. Thanks. Appreciate that. I don't get a chance to play that one very often. I'm the Van Gogh of folk music because I got no ear. Well, sure has been a pleasure. Thanks, everybody. I'll probably be back in a year. I think maybe next time we might come over, Guy and I, and maybe Robert or Keene at the same time. You know how to do. We do that sometime in the States. So pretty fun.
See my